How's it going, everybody? Today I'm launching this channel and a 90-day fitness challenge at the same time. Now, this whole filming process is part of my own personal accountability and or peer pressure system. So while it's initially intended to keep me on track, I genuinely hope you get something out of it at the same time. Bear with me if I refer to some notes, first timer and all, but here we go. So my girlfriend and I just got back from a friend's wedding in Australia. And both of us worked pretty hard in the lead up to the wedding because we knew there were going to be a lot of beach photos and we both wanted to take some hot photos. We wanted to have a good time. Apparently when Glenn Powell was getting ready for Top Gun, he used this mantra that montages are forever. He knew there was going to be this big beach volleyball set. We kind of jokingly used the same idea to power through a dry-ish January and, cut down a place where we both knew we were going to be happy with no clothes on. I think we were largely successful. And even though we were fully enjoying our trip, we ate really well, we both managed to kind of hang on to our gains because we were just very active. We were cycling, we were hiking, we were moving from place to place. So I was feeling perhaps more confident than normal after getting a nice tan in the Australian sun and being repeatedly called Handsome Dave by our friendly, if somewhat ironic friends. So when I got back last week, I decided to do a full body scan at my gym to kind of see where I was because I was sure that it was going to tell me I was totally shredded. Well, let me just say here that I wish I had stayed on cloud nine for another week or two so I could enjoy a fat chocolate chip cookie or two. But it turns out I'm not shredded, not even close. And I'm not gonna be an idiot and suggest that I'm in bad shape. I know that I'm pretty fit, but I'm not shredded. Turns out there's a big difference between feeling shredded and truly being shredded, and there's no better way to set yourself straight than by taking a full body scan. So I used the Tissot body scanner at my gym to get a benchmark. And I'll share the results in more detail in a couple videos to come. But to generalize, all right, I'm 6 feet tall, rang in at 189.7 pounds and 16.4% body fat. According to Tissot, that puts me in the top 2% of men aged 30 to 39. I should be happy. I should be thrilled. 16.4%, fantastic. I actually got a kick out of this. My shape score was actually a 100 out of 100. So theoretically, I should just be able to chill at this point because there's no more room for improvement. And obviously I'm pretty happy with these results. It wasn't all that hard for me to get to this point. I've cut in the past, so the process was fairly straightforward. My body isn't fighting me to stay here. This is a very comfortable weight. 16% is actually really nice. It's easy to live with, easy to maintain. And I'm no longer in that ambiguous gray zone that's a little closer to 20% that my girlfriend and I like to call fluffy. So unfortunately for me, I'm constantly bombarded by today's totally unrealistic fitness standards on social media every day. So I've got it cemented in my brain that I won't be actually shredded unless I'm at 12% body fat or less. A lot of these guys are posting photos at 10%, at 8%, at 6%. Don't get me wrong, I have zero intention of getting down to 6% body fat. I'm not gonna get down to 8, 12. If I can get down to 12% body fat, I'll feel like I've hit my target. I like the way I look, I feel good. I truly have no reason to complain, but I'm not shredded. And damn it, I just want a little bit more. So, conveniently, today marks exactly 3 months before my 40th birthday. Just a nice, even, round target that nobody spends much time thinking about at all. So, I'm using this convenient time marker as a target to, do a 90-day sprint and get shredded. I also want to make a quick distinction between shredded and jacked because I have zero intention of getting jacked, but I think these two ideas get a little conflated sometimes. There's a huge, massive difference in the amount of effort that it takes to get from where I am to jacked and from where I am to shredded. Shredded is much more straightforward, and you know, shredded's just gonna have to do. I also want to publicly acknowledge that this is a somewhat frivolous, ridiculous pursuit. I will be posting a totally abnormal amount of gratuitous shots of my abs and torso. I still feel a little uncomfortable about all that. So these are my self-imposed rules of engagement for the 90 days ahead. 1, don't take yourself too seriously. 2, no humble bragging, overly self-aware posing, or aura farming. Like none of that stuff. That's the last time you'll see that here. I mean, I know this whole video could probably be construed as humble bragging, but genuinely not, none of that. Don't sacrifice any good meals or good times. So for example, this weekend, we've got really good friends coming to town. We already planned to do a very nice dinner with them. I'm still gonna really enjoy that dinner. I'm not holding back. We had planned to go to a show afterwards and get a little loose. Still gonna go to the show and get a little loose. No sacrifices on the good stuff. It's just not worth it. No drugs. And to be perfectly clear, I mean no performance enhancing drugs. So no TRT, testosterone, no GLP-1s, semaglutide, no steroids. Look, everybody does what they have to do to get the place they want to be. Those things aren't for me. So in this process, I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way, natural style. I'm gonna cut, I'm gonna be very regimented with my workouts, and I'll get where I wanna be. This one is very YouTube specific. Absolutely no O-face under any circumstances. If you've been on this platform anytime in the last 10, 15 years, you know what I'm talking about. No O-face. And finally, don't try selling anyone life coaching services. Oftentimes in the fitness space, a cut and life coaching go hand in hand. Not here, not today. This cut is about me and my personal ambitions, be they reasonable or not. So that's the general idea. I'll be posting videos a couple times a week. I'll also be doing a cold plunge challenge in tandem. It's something I discovered a few months ago and just really happen to enjoy. So why not do it at the same time and just be a little bit more regimented about it? I'm genuinely excited. I hope you'll enjoy the content I'm putting out. I think it'll be fun to see where I get. And I hope you stick around. See you soon.